Prologue. The reactive console on Wyatt's desk beeped, indicating a waiting transmission. He leaned forward and tapped his keypad. "Hans," he said, recognizing the name on the screen. "You're early."
"I'm eager to get going,"
came the reply, the voice distorted slightly by the comms.
"Is everything ready?"
Wyatt nodded, even though Hans couldn't see him. "Yeah, I've made the necessary arrangements. We'll be passing those coordinates in a few hours. Wait in list mode. Our call sign is Via Kartana. Sign-in code G2O. I'll dock your ship and we'll be on our way."
"Good,"
Hans said, and Wyatt could sense the man's tension through the comm.
"I appreciate your discretion in this matter, Wyatt. No one may know I'm aboard."
Wyatt raised an eyebrow but didn't question it. He was used to shady dealings and secret missions. It came with the territory of private cargo transport. "Understood," he said instead. "But I need to know something. Why the secrecy? What's so important that you can't use the carrier lanes?" There was a moment of silence before Hans replied, his voice low and tense.
"Let's just say I have something precious that can't afford to fall into the wrong hands. I trust you, Wyatt. That's why I'm commissioning you."
Wyatt nodded again. An uneasy lump grew in his throat. He had a bad feeling about the confidential errand, but he needed the job too badly to back out now. "Okay," he said, trying to sound confident. "We'll be in range in a few hours." The transmission ended, leaving Wyatt alone with his thoughts. He knew this was risky, but Maggie had him cornered. Lydia watched Hans in his hypersleep chamber. He was finally vulnerable and utterly unaware of her next move. She had been waiting for this moment for months. She reached into her pocket, and a small vial emerged in her hand. The vial was crafted from glass and porcelain with an elegant hourglass shape. Inside the vial, a rogue liquid as dark as the vacuum of space pumped into Hans's life support. She had managed to hide the Black Widow from the Wyatt body scans by packing it within the android's medical tools. Syringes, after all, keep the bots fed. As the black liquid spread through Hans's body, she couldn't help but feel a sense of satisfaction. He had been a cruel project director, a beast of a colleague, and comically arrogant. Hans got what he wanted from the box. Too bad he mistreated the genie, she thought, transfixed by self-congratulation. She would make him the company's holotype, wrapped up in a package of cigarettes and salted fat, and her plan had come together perfectly. As she closed the android's equipment locker, she heard the familiar sound of Rook's footsteps approaching. She turned slowly, waiting for him to pass. "Is everything in order, Lydia?" Rook asked, his voice monotone as always. "Yes, everything is fine," Lydia replied, trying to keep the excitement out of her voice. "Hans is sleeping soundly, and we should rendezvous with the Via Kartana on schedule." "Very well," Rook said, his expression unreadable. "I will continue with my duties. Let me know if anything changes." Lydia waited until Rook was out of sight before making her way back to her own stasis pod. She knew the pathogen would soon consume Hans like a pagan sacrifice to Wayland Yutani.